Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I will explaining questionnaire and schedule, two essential tools used in primary data collection in research purpose. We will explore what they are, how they differ, and when each is most suitable. Sometimes we have confusion about questionnaire and schedule. Today we will make clear about that. The basic idea of questionnaire and schedule. Data collection is a crucial part of any research process. It helps us gather furnished information to test hypotheses or answer research questions. Data can be collected in two ways, as we know, primary data and secondary data. What is a questionnaire? A questionnaire is a written set of questions used to gather information from respondents. What makes it unique is that it filled out by the respondent themselves without the help of an interviewer. It works best when respondents are literate or educated or understand the questions. For example, you may have seen online survey or printed forms. Those are types of questionnaire. Now, what is a schedule? A schedule is also a set of structured questions, but the answers are recorded by the interviewer. That's the main difference. It's commonly used when the target population is illiterate or not able to understand the questions or need help understanding the questions. This method is often used in field surveys like national census, where interviewers ask and fill the answers themselves. Most of the economic research need schedules, not questionnaire, because in mass people they do not understand the variable that we use in economics. Now let us compare the two tools. In questionnaire, the respondent fills it out. In schedule, the interviewer does. Questionnaires require the respondent to be literate, while schedule do not need that. Questionnaires are cost effective as they do not need any interviewer or trained people. All the questions are filled by respondent themselves and easy to distribute also, but may have lower accuracy. On the other hand, schedules are more accurate but involve more time and cost due to the need for trained interviewers. Now we will focus on the advantages of questionnaire. Questionnaires are cost effective and time savings. Respondents can answer at their own pace. Since there is no interviewer, people might feel more free to respond honestly, and they can be used to reach a large group of people quickly, because we do not need any training, any extra people for that. Now, what are the advantages of schedule? Schedules have their own strength. They can be used regardless of literacy level. There's usually high response rate as the interviewers is present. They often result in more accurate data, and the interviewer can explain or clarify any confusing questions. That is the most important and advantage of schedule, because that is the also most important limitation of questionnaire, because sometimes respondents do not understand some of questions of the questionnaire, but in questionnaire they cannot seek any help from anyone to make understand themselves, but in schedule there are interviewer present and they can clarify those questions. Now we will talk about the limitation of both these two tools. Both of the tools are very common for collecting primary data, but they have their own limitations also. Questionnaire may suffer from low response rate and answer can be misunderstood, as there are no interviewer or inspectors. They could inspect or instruct respondent to fill the questions. On the other hand, schedules require more time and they are more expensive and may be affected by interviewer bias. And in research, biasness is one of the most harmful thing. Now we will understand when we use which tools. We can use questionnaire when our population is literate and our budget is limited. If our targeted people are educated society, then we can use questionnaire easily. But we can use schedule when our research need accuracy or when the respondents need help answering. If our targeted population is vast, then it is best to use schedule, but schedule needs more fund as it is more expensive. That is one of the obstacle to use schedule. So it depends on our research context for selecting questionnaire or schedule.